So, tayo pa lang palang dalawa, pati si Ma'am Maricar. Si Yilma is there.
On the way, si Yilma.
Sino?
Yeah. Yilma. Hi, Yilma.
Hi, Yilma.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
You can't hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Clear.
Mag-uniform ba, ma'am? Mag-uniform ako saglit lang. Wait lang. Wala pa naman sila eh.
So, wala pa nga sila.
I'm back. With the uniform.
Aha, kaya pala nag-uniform.
Only 3 of us?
Yeah, nasan sila? Hindi pa kinukuha. Si Julius, sino pang hinihintay natin ngayon? Kasama natin yung gabi.
Sila pong lahat.
Si Jennifer. Jennifer is coming.
Jennifer and Romilda.
And
Teresa.
Teresa. Yung dalawa na lang. So, andito na si Julius. Si Romelda.
Yeah, si Romilda po.
Yeah, si Romelda. Okay, yung tatlo. Si Romelda, who is coming. Teresa is coming. Okay, Teresa is there.
This is on.
This is August 8 or 6 today?
7
7.
today. Yeah.
Hello po,
Yes.
good evening.
Hi, Teresa.
Hello po, Mamani. Kumusta po?
Kumusta na? Kumusta ang weekend? Kumusta ang holiday pala?
Po,
Friday pala.
Ganun pa rin, ma'am.
Ganun pa rin. Ano ba ang pagbabago?
saan tayo?
May COVID pa rin.
COVID pa rin. COVID pa rin tayo.
Ay, naku,
So, ibig
COVID na
sabihin,
to.
wala pang pagbabago. Tumataas pa yata.
Bumaba pa na rin po ata, ma'am.
Bale, tumaas siya, bumaba siya. Basta tayo, hindi tayo kasama.
Safe.
Oo, safe lang. Stay safe.
Basta same lang tayo. Same lang tayo. So what now?
Saan pa yun? Sige, wala pa. Romelda and Jennifer is still not. How about Joy?
So ano yung assignment natin last time? Hindi pala tayo
Wala pa
nag-assignment.
po.
Finals pala natin yun.
Finals po yun.
Oo, yung finals. So anyway, your grades are already in the campus. So congratulations all. Sabi ko nga,
Pasado po,
magagaling
ma'am,
kayo
lahat.
eh. Hindi
Pasado
lang
po lahat.
pasado. Oo. Magagaling na kayo eh. Yung batch ninyo na to. Saan si Yelma? Yelma is there.
Yeah.
So, also Yelma. Yelma was there in the event, in the anniversary.
Yeah, that's why. I want to go there, but my wife said, hey, you have a child, should be careful first.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why.
We should have what is this? We should have shared our photo there, Yilma. Did we?
Yeah, I
Only
already
one.
seen the group. I already seen the group.
Yes.
Yes. You must send it already.
So Yilma, yeah. So we met there. Good, we have met in person.
Yes.
So we have a planning, ma'am, that we are going to class in the school.
So now we are in the second level, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we are in the second level now. So once we finish the second level, on the third level, we will be the campus for the practical. So I hope in the new module we will try to merge it together. So that it is supposed to be on the fifth, is it in the fourth level, you will have the practical. But since we have revised the module, so we have to keep it as early. So on the third level, the third week, so we are going to have our practical, both for the caregiving and nursing aid. So I hope we could finish everything before we do the practical. It is so much fun with the practical, you know. The last my practical is Monday. So we have 8 students there.
Okay.
And it is fun because doing the practical is different from the theory.
Yeah, that's right.
So you have to do exactly, I mean, the way what we were learning in the online, or just like a classroom teaching or classroom learning, is different from the practical. Because whatever theory we have learned from here, we have to apply it there. And only then, if you have applied it properly, appropriately, and confidently, so that's the only time we go for the OJT. So there will be a skill assessment of competency from the hand hygiene. So whatever is there, the process of the hand hygiene, hand sanitizing, bed making, vital signs, body mechanics, what else?
Housekeeping.
So management of, like now, we are going to discuss about the medication management. So we will include in there the care planning. We have to practice planning for the ADL. ADL has nursing care plan. It is called the care plan for the patients. So positioning, body mechanics, transferring, what else? So it is fun because everyone is doing their, you know, doing it correctly. But if not that correctly, they will do it, I mean, at the final, they have to do it. So just like that, you will take a partner, and between those partners, the two of you will just perform, and the other one again the second time, something like this. So each of you have to participate individually. So I think we have to start now. So Tisay, Teresa, Yilma, and Julius. So there is no message from the rest whether they will be coming or they are going to be late or they will not be joining.
No confirmation, ma'am.
No confirmation. No body message here.
No any message.
They are not going to attend this time.
Maybe they're late or what? Romelda and Jennifer, I don't know.
Romelda and Jennifer.
Yes, I already
Right?
text them, but it's still not replying. Maybe it's on the way or outside the vicinity.
Joy, that Joy is in my other class. I think yesterday, it was Thursday, something for Joy. I met Joy. When is Joy?
Joy. Yeah, Emilio.
Yeah, Joy Jimeno. She was with us
Yes.
during that time. So she transferred to another class.
So I
Because it
will.
depends on their availability. So if they are available, if today they will not be able to come because there is no availability for them to come over to join. So they will be joining in the other group.
Yeah, that's-
So this is how it is. So anyway, so we will just start. So let me check before I start. Let me share with you. Let's see, level 2. So we will start. We will start now. Okay, so this video now. Okay, so we will start with the medication management. In this medication management, will include the patient safety, the feeding, PT feeding, colostomy care. All of this will follow. So medication management is the first. Okay, so in the medication management, so we have a learning objectives. So see this medication management, the photo in here. You can see the photo because I'm going to tell something about this container later on. So just look at it. So you will know why I have posted this photo. Just hold on. Girlie? Yes, girlie. Oo. Oh, sige na, nagtuturo ako. Okay lang. O siya, sige na ako. Bye. Bye. Nelly? Si Manela na? Oo, padating na siya. Oo. Bubuksan niyo to. Okay, so this medication management, why I posted this photo? Because this is related to the dispensing of the medication that will be put as organized in this container. So this is the same that I wanted you to do when you are already in your place of work. Okay, so just showing you how to organize these capsules or the medication that the patient is going to take during the time of your duty. So going forward, for this medication management, we have learning objectives. And those are, number one is introduction of medication. What is medication for? What are the components of medication, medication safety, and the medication management? So types of medicines. What are the types of medicines? Importance of proper medication management. So how important it is to have an effective medication management for our patients. Nursing aid roles and responsibilities in medication management of patients, the basics of effective medication management, the 10 rights of drug administration, understanding diabetes, because this is the most important why we are learning how to give medication, because mostly of your patients going to be, if you are going to be assigned in the in a private homes, so you will be going to be responsible for everything in there. So diabetic management is one of that. Those patients who has a long chronic cases of diabetes. So one of those diabetic management is for us to to do our duty, our roles, responsibility to give them injections and medications. Okay? So in our introduction to the medication, we want to know what medication is. Medication, it is a drug or other form of medicine that is used to treat or prevent diseases. So it can be used to treat, it can be used to cure, to prevent disease. And medicines are chemicals. They are chemicals or compounds. It is used to cure, to treat or prevent disease. It helps in the diagnosis of illnesses, manage conditions, and relieve symptoms. Like for example, Panadol. Panadol is to relieve the symptom of headache. So we are giving Panadol to relieve the symptom. So it is one of the medicines. So medicines are generally safe when used as prescribed or as directed on the label, but there are risks in taking any medicines. So if we say like there is a risk in taking medicine, if we give the medicine not in a proper way, so it might harm our patient. It might harm, it might not good to them, it might not give good to them. Instead, will be harmed while we are going to give it to them. So medication management is the process of overseeing the medications prescribed for a patient to ensure they are taken properly and achieving their planned therapeutic outcome. So in the medication management, as we are going to learn, is the process to oversee whether the medication sorry, whether the medications that is being prescribed or ordered by the doctor, it is sure that it is going to be given to the patient and to achieve the planned therapeutic, whether they are going to be treated. So medication safety is defined as freedom from preventable harm with medication use, and medication safety issues can impact health outcomes, length of stay in a healthcare facility, readmission rates, and overall cost to healthcare system. So once we practice the medication safety or giving safe medication or the medication management, the outcome to the health to the health industry, it will be lessen the length of stay of the patient. The patient is in the hospital, or the readmission rates. They are not going to be coming back for readmission to the hospital, and overall, it will give lesser cost to the healthcare system. So medication, it is a drug. Medicines, they are chemicals or compounds. So they are both used to treat or to prevent illnesses. So in medication, we aim during the administration of medication, we aim to, number one is to protect our patients, to minimize human and technology error. While giving medication, it is always us, humans, are having the most human errors, the most medication errors. So in doing so with the technology error, like for example, in human error, we say that we are giving or during our administration of medication, we knew that the medication that we are giving is expired already, but still we give it to our patient, yeah, because the patient did not know it or the patient won't ask about it. So instead, we just give it. So it is human error if it will find that the patient, the medication that you have given to the patient has an effect to the patient. And secondly, the technology error if, like for example, medication is expired, yet you know that it is expired. So the technology error is expired, but still the human with nursing aid still give it to the patient knowing that it is expired. So it's going to go back. It will fall back. The blame or the fault is going to fall back on us. Even if it's expired, it is not us who made it expired, but it will fall on us because we still gave it. So it's the human error. We know it's going to harm the patient, but it's still we gave it. So number one, the aim of this medication, the safety of medication administration, is to protect our patients, to minimize human and technology error. The second is to avoid adverse events. Adverse events mean something like bad effect to our patients. Okay, so these are the two aims of administration of medication. Now we have the types of medicines. We have the types of medicines. I just want to inform you that we have the types of medicines. We have the types of medicines, and number one, it is liquid. So we have the types of medicines, and we have number one is the liquid medication. For the liquid medication, there is an active part of the medicine which is combined with a liquid to make it easier to take or better absorb. So the active part of the medicine is combined with a liquid to make it easier to take or better absorb. Okay, so you can see that this medicine is in syrup form. It is called either it is mixture, solution, or syrup. It is usually taken by the children of those patients who cannot eat, who cannot survive to take the tablets, or they cannot survive to take the other medications. So many common liquids are now available without any added coloring or sugar. Okay, but for the pediatrics, for those babies, they are just putting the flavor. So sometimes or most often, the Panadol, something like the Panadol syrup for the children, they are putting the flavor such as like strawberry, something like this. Okay, so this liquid, so these types of medicine is called liquid. So it's a mixture, solution, or syrup. Number two, we have the tablet. Active ingredient is combined with another substance and pressed into a round or oval solid shape. So tablets are in form of oval or round or oblong. So it depends. It is solid shape. So there are different types of tablets, soluble or dispensable. Dispensable tablets can be safe, can be safely be dissolved in the water. You know, like the vitamin C nowadays, right? So if you have seen the vitamin C, so they are formed in a tablet, but it can be dispersible in the glass of water. So you can drink the tablet. It can be dispersible. So there are also soluble that it can be also like chewable tablets, like for the children. It can be chewed, you know, especially those vitamins, especially those vitamin C, multivitamins for the children. It is in the form of chewable. It can be soluble while chewable. Okay, so you can see now the tablets, that is the solid. Capsules, if you can see the capsules under it, they are in a, half of it is covered in a plastic, what do you call this one? Plastic shell. so it can be absorbable also. So the active part of the medicine is contained inside a plastic shell that dissolves slowly in the stomach. So once it is mixed, like it will be taken in, so it will be dissolved in the stomach. So you can take some capsules apart and mix the content with your child's favorite food. The children, it's difficult for them to take all of these medicines. So by doing so, giving to them, we have to mix them in a form of a little of those like juice, a little of those like chocolate, something, so to be able for them to take in. Okay, so other needs to be swallowed whole. So the medicine isn't absorbed until the stomach and breaks down the capsule shell. Okay, so this is in a shell. Capsule is in a plastic shell. This plastic shell, yes. While the tablet is in a solid form. Number 4, we have the topical medicines. Topical medicines, they are creams, lotions, or ointments. They are applied directly into the skin. So they come in tubs, they come in bottles or tubes, and depending on the type of the medicine. So the active part of this medicine is mixed with another substance, making it easy to apply to the skin. So you can see this topical, you can use it in the skin. So it can be in the container, it is in the container of different forms of tubes or a little bit of this like containers. Suppositories. Suppositories are the active part of the medicine is combined with another substance and pressed into a bullet shape. You can see here, down it is in the blue photograph. So like in a bullet shape. So it can be inserted into the rectum. So suppositories must not be swallowed. Okay? Take it as in, bear in mind, suppositories are not to be swallowed. Okay, so very clear, suppositories, they are not being swallowed. Instead, they are being inserted into the rectum. So for the ladies who have a problem for the OB-GYN, so it is inserted in their private part. Okay, but the same as in like bullet shape. Okay, so because don't be mistaken, because I remember, as I told you, I remember one experience. So we have a nurse, a licensed nurse of different national. So she asked the patient to swallow one of this. Okay? So don't be laughing about it. It is not a laughable, but it is serious. So she is a licensed nurse. She is with different nationality and is still, I don't know what is in her mind, okay? So instead of, so she has given this to be taken, swallowed in. So suppositories not to be swallowed. Remember
Swallowed.
that. Okay. Drops. So drops are often used where the active part of the medicine works best if it reaches the affected area directly. So they tend to be used for eyes, ears, or nose. So the drops, you have seen drops like this, no? With the dropper. So mostly with the drops, it is for eye drops, it is for the ear drop, or it is for the nose drop. Okay? And for those small babies, there are vitamins that it is in a dropper also. So it is easy that you can just squeeze it so that the medicine will be given directly. We have the inhalers. Inhalers are down here. So inhalers, the active part of the medicine is released under pressure directly into the lungs. So young children, especially the young children, may need to use a spacer. So we have a spacer, just like a foot rule size, long size, and it is about round, like a pipe. Okay, this spacer is going to be connected with the mouthpiece because for the young children, they will not be able to know, they don't know how to use these inhalers. So we are putting that spacer so that we will know that it is being taken in by the child. So the spacer device, you can use it for the children. So inhalers can be difficult to use at first. So when you take it from the pharmacy, the pharmacists are going to instruct you. Now, if we are going to use it for our patients, so it is we as the nursing aide are going to instruct our patients how to use it. So better know how to do it before instructing it to the patient. How are you going to instruct the patient if you yourself doesn't know how to, right? So before instructing anything to the patient, you must be sure that you knew it, you know it. Because now of these days, patient knows how to Google. So they know, like inhalers, easily they can Google. They know what is inhaler about. They know what inhaler should be. Where is this inhaler for? Where to use inhaler for? So they know everything about this. So be careful. So this is inhaler. Number 8, we have injections. So injections are in different forms. There are types of injections in how and where they are injected. So as you can see, we have different types also of syringes. So in these syringes, different also solutions will be in there. So subcutaneous or sub-Q or SC injections are given just under the surface of the skin. It is almost 45 degrees under the skin. Okay, that is the only injection that you are supposed to give to the patient. So it is in the insulin. So we are going to be trained how to give insulin to our patients. Okay? So because these patients, they are going to hire nurses, they are going to hire nursing aid, they are going to hire caregivers to do this for them. So if you are going to be with them, so you will be the one to do it for them. Okay? So down of this, we have those kinds of vials. The one with the silver, there is a rubber on top of that. That is called vial. And this, the tall one with the brown color, that is called ampule. Both are containing medication or drugs. It contains medicine inside. So just, we are using it for injecting the patients. So injection is another type of medicine. Number 9, we have implants. Implants